Hello, good evening everybody. Thank you for joining me. As you know, my name is Rachel Blackmore and I'm a dating and relationship coach, and I help you with any issues that you might be having in finding a loving, committed relationship with the person who is right for you. My current programme is called Finding Mr. Darcy because I believe that Mr. Darcy is the perfect man. So, you know, everybody wants to find their perfect one. So whether or not you agree with me is another thing entirely. You can choose Mr. Darcy from Bridget Jones or Mr. Darcy from Pride and Prejudice. Hello, John. Thanks for joining me. So in the video today, I want to be talking about limiting beliefs and how they might be holding you back. And I want to tell you about a client story about somebody that I worked with who had issues in finding somebody that was right for her, and when we uncovered what one of her limiting beliefs were, well, I'll let you know at the end what happened. I really enjoyed working with her actually, and she has given me permission to share this story, but I have changed certain details to protect her identity. So before I tell you what happened with her, I want to run through some limiting beliefs. And I would love it if you would feel free to comment underneath if there's anything that resonates with you, or if you have any questions about anything, then please do comment. And if I can answer it while I'm talking to you, then I will do. Otherwise, I'll answer it in the comments underneath. So limiting beliefs are the things that constrain us in some way. So just by believing them, we either basically they constrain us from doing certain things or saying certain things, and we aren't usually aware of what they are. Quite often they're about our self-identity, but they're also about other people and the world. But I'm not going to be going through all of them today because this isn't going to be a long enough video for that. So I'm just wondering, have you ever thought to yourself things like, I never attract the right person, I don't attract good partners, or I'm absolutely hopeless at dating, first dates always go really badly for me. Because as you can imagine, by thinking these things, they then become a self-fulfilling prophecy. So if you believe that you're useless on dates, then you're going to go on your dates and you're going to be very nervous or believe that you're going to do badly, and sometimes that then leads you to do actually quite badly. So maybe you also find yourself thinking things like, I can't find the right person to settle down with, or I couldn't possibly let anybody see me naked, or I can't go speed dating because I'll make a fool of myself, or I don't want to do online dating because nobody will like me or they won't contact me. And all of those things then are holding you back from putting yourself out there and actually taking a chance. And you don't actually have any proof of those things that you're believing. You don't have any proof that you'll always meet the wrong person or that you'll always do badly on dates. You're just taking a small sample of experience and then applying it to kind of everybody. So it's as if you what's the word that I want? I'll come back to it when I talk about them later anyway. Other common things are that you think that you don't want anybody to see the real you because they wouldn't like the real you, so you have to put on some sort of front or wear a mask, not a literal mask, a metaphorical mask. Or you might think that you have to change the way you look in order to find somebody. So, once you've lost a stone, if I lose weight, then I will be more attractive and I'll meet somebody. Or if I change my hair, or if I get a new style, then maybe somebody will fancy me. You're not comfortable enough in yourself. You think something about you, your exterior, needs to change. Hello, Chris. Thanks for joining me again. And these are often linked to your values. So it's often linked to the things that you pass judgment on about yourself and about other people. So I don't know if any of the things I've just talked about, perhaps you've thought those about other people and you can recognise them that way. And like I say, there's so many of these. I'm not going to go through them all today. That's just a small sample, but I think you probably get the idea of what they are. So you might be wondering where they come from. They mostly arise, like I said before, from our experience, from fear, from faulty logic, from education, so the things you've been told by other people, your parents, teachers, friends, whatever, and because you make excuses for yourself because you don't want to put yourself out there. I'm just going to look at experience with you today, so I'll give you an example of a limiting belief that can form as a result of experience, and I'm going to go back to thinking about dating, on first dates and so on. So basically we act, something happens, and then we draw conclusions from that. And often those beliefs are really helpful, So for example, if you get bitten by a dog when you're younger, and you used to always run up to dogs, and knowing that dogs bite is very useful because it means that you are more wary of dogs in the future. But it doesn't necessarily mean that all dogs are going to bite you and that all dogs are dangerous. And when we apply it across the board like that, that's when it becomes limiting. So let's say you went on a date and it was a disaster, and then you went on another date and that was a disaster too. And then you start to believe that dating is disastrous, you're disastrous at dating, you're no good at it, because your experience has taught you that. But actually, if that then leads to you not dating anymore, that's limiting you right down, and it's not even true. All that's true is that you went on those 2 dates and they didn't go very well. But the next time you go on a date, it might go wonderfully because it would be with a different person. And there would be a different dynamic, a different energy between you. So you can't apply the logic that these dates went badly, therefore all dates in the future